Good morning, everyone. I'm Nick Reagan. This is 5 on 5 Plus. It's 5 minutes of local news and headlines right here from our first alert desk. And we start our 5 on 5 Plus here with some breaking news that we're looking at right now. This teenager has been arrested for making threats to RB Stall High School. This is Gabriel Vasquez Mendez. This just came into our newsroom about half an hour ago. North Charleston police say that he was arrested for allegedly threatening to shoot up RB Stall High School. He's now being held in the Al Cannon Detention Center. Now, last night, school officials and North Charleston police announced that they were increasing security at the school after the threat appeared on social media. Charleston County School District officials say that there were extra police officers on campus when students arrived to school this morning. The district officials, they also tell us that they never had any reason to believe that the threat was legitimate, but they followed all protocols to ensure the school community was safe anyways. All right, well, also happening right now, jury selection is underway in the first trial of a convict connected to the 2018 riot at Lee Correctional that killed 7 inmates. 31-year-old Michael Smith is the first defendant to be tried in the case. Officials say that a fight between rival gang members inside the prison led to the largest prison riot in the state's history and the deadliest in the country for more than 2 decades. Now, Smith was incarcerated at Lee Correctional for attempted murder at the time of the riot. He's now charged with assault and battery by mob, possession of a weapon, and criminal conspiracy. Also happening in the Midlands, a former pastor has been found guilty of raping at least 1 minor. The trial for this man, William Oswald, started early last week. Oswald was a pastor at Dunn's Chapel Church in South Congaree. He was arrested and charged with 12 counts of criminal sexual conduct with a child in 2019. That's after 2 victims of his came forward alleging that Oswald has sexually abused them from 1996 to 2001. This past Friday, a jury found the now 60-year-old guilty of 5 counts of criminal sexual conduct with a child. No word just yet on his sentencing. Turning to Georgetown County now, the sheriff there is investigating a shooting that left 1 person hurt. Deputies tell us a 20-year-old sandpit man was shot in the leg while driving down Powell Road around 7 last night. Deputies say the man was not cooperative when asked who the shooter was before being taken to the hospital. All right, well, the heat was on this weekend, and it's going to continue at least for the start of this week. Let's check in with our first alert weather team.
And good Monday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Joey Sovine. Starting out with temperatures in the 50s and low 60s this morning. Grab maybe a light jacket at the most as you head out the door. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds today, partly to mostly cloudy, so more sunshine than we had over the weekend. With still some clouds at times, not expecting any rain today. High temperatures will make it up in the low to mid 70s today, but starts to cool down. So tomorrow morning in the 40s, 65 by the afternoon. Tomorrow only 60 on Wednesday. Highs only in the 50s on Thursday as morning lows go down into the 30s by Thursday morning. After that, we begin a warm up, 70s by the weekend, but it does come with our next chance of rain on Sunday.
Well, this morning crews are wrapping up the Palmetto Interchange project, at least for today. That's parts of I-26. Lane closures between Ashley Phosphate Road and Highway 78 interchange will happen again until Thursday. You're looking at a mock-up of what the final design may look at right now. Now, the Palmetto Commerce Interchange project is meant to provide a more efficient commute on I-26 once it is finally completed. Turning to politics, Senator Lindsey Graham is criticizing Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. On Saturday, Austin spoke at a defense forum saying that he is personally encouraging Israel to avoid civilian casualties, believing further civilian deaths in Gaza could produce even more insurgents. Listen to what he had to say.
I've just lost all confidence in this guy. How about focusing on protecting our soldiers, men and women in Syria and Iraq? Strategic defeat would be inflaming the Palestinians. They're already inflamed. They're taught from the time they're born to hate the Jews and to kill them.
And finally, this past Friday, December 1st, marked World AIDS Day. And South Carolina's Department of Health and Environmental Control is hoping to raise awareness by offering free testing this week. Tomorrow, most local health departments will test for HIV, STDs, and hepatitis C completely for free. As of December 2021, the last time this data was collected, there were almost 20,000 South Carolinians living with a diagnosis of HIV, including AIDS. If you'd like to get tested, you can find the nearest location by clicking on this link on live5news.com under the big red box. That's what's happening around the Low Country. This has been 5 on 5 Plus. I'm Nick Reagan. Thank you so much for joining me.